This is Prehistoric plays Oxygen Not Included Prehistoric Planet Pack number 5. Hello, how's it going? And Demolier is just getting ready to destroy us. And if you watch very closely, it gets just a little bit closer. Pixel by pixel. This is our goal right here. What we are trying to do is launch rockets, which are going to be in the meteor blaster, and then we will launch them into space and demolish this asteroid, which is this big old giant health bar here. It has 1,000 health, which means we need to shoot 1,000 rockets. And are we even close? Man, all three, we don't have all of the elements. No, we do not have all of the elements we need to win this. I would say that we definitely have them in... It's ours to fail. It's ours to fail. Okay, so we've given them some tasks. Digging and building and various other things. As much as I want to just have them do this and just waste a cycle or two, letting them eat all the rest of the peat out of my base. I don't know. I think that we're going to have to do what we said we were going, or set out to do what we said we were going to do last episode, and that is we are going to do steel and steam. That should be the title of this episode. I'm looking through here because I was looking for... Yeah, it's over here, way over here, beach chair. There was a conversation on Reddit about beach chairs and how powerful the buff that they provide is. We're not there yet. We might get there. No hopes. That would mean I have to send somebody out into space. But the conversation was basically, how do you make the duplicants do what they do? And it comes down to their schedule, right? So, the first time that during their day they'd be able to work on a beach chair. I know this is such a random thing to talk about while the game runs in the background. If they have their downtime at this time, then they'll just stay awake over their bedtimes and their bath time, and they'll get the buff from the beach chair, but they'll override everything that they've done. So a better choice is to have 2 bath times and then the 2 down times. If we flip these backwards, then they'll use that downtime to continue to do work. They'll rest during their work, and then they'll go do work. So for 12 cycles, you'll have a buff just for spending 6 of your tiles of that. It's a very interesting thing to talk about, like the way that the bath schedules work. Like, we should have them have 3 bath times, because they'll probably never even get to this point here. And then duplicating and moving, so that none of them are doing the same thing at the same time. This is 2 days worth of work. No, that's not what I meant to do. I actually meant to duplicate the schedule, so that we could then move it, and then move some duplicants over here. So, for example, we want all of our workers to do their farming before Frankie. So, like, Frankie, Max, and Lindsay are probably perfect for sleeping in a little bit. Let's just do it right here. Frankie should be cooking later in the night, right? And then Max. We also need to have another schedule here, just to make sure that they all have time to go to the bathroom. Another way we can we can chop that number down is just by having bathrooms in multiple places. So we just have their bathroom like have a polluted let me build it. I'll just build one. Just a little room here where you're going to have a bathroom and a sink, and just run it old styles, right? Maybe just a sink. And then at least they'll use it once or twice. Boop, 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 and that's going to be in medicine? Yep. Right? Real simple. Like, something real simple like this is going to be very, very far away from the base, but allow them to use the restroom when they're not close enough to make it to this room here. And I really feel like this is messed up. This is not the way it should be. We should really do this. Right. Have the pipe, bring the water over, and then just store it in here until this thing is ready to accept it. Did I do that? How did I do that wrong? It's got to go in. This goes in the tank. This goes out. Great. This is all waiting. Good morning, everybody. They're all going to grab some stuff to eat because it's their downtime. What? Someone back to bed. New schedules. Let's do material studies. Let's get material studies since we know we have radiation down here. This is too big. That's the right sense. We need to get metal going. Got the calories. Got the calories for sure. Duplicant skills. Let's check some morale and do some duplicant skills. Chip, you're doing pretty great, huh? Devin is able to do a lot more here. Devin, you've become one of my favorite dupes already. Higby, you got brainwashed. So, what was your construction and athletics? Boom. You know what? You've earned the demolition hat. Lindsay, you got plenty. Look at all this morale need that we've given them. So let's give field research too. We need to get all of this. So it's kind of a bummer that she lost or that we lost the other one. Nisbet, need some carrying. All right, great. This is a spawn, or our spam. It's doing what it needs to do. I actually think that the spam is actually doing more than it's supposed to be doing, because this. Let's see if it still lives without it. We'll see how quickly we lose oxygen out of this, with this being part of the solution. We got a lot of water in here. Yes, this is probably going to overheat at some point. We need to pay attention to this. It's going to get warm. And this can't run indefinitely because we need to watch our peat numbers. So, things to be very aware of. Material study. We have all of these wheezeworts, and we can put these wheezeworts in our base. Material study will be great for us. Maybe in lieu of this bathroom here, we can have our wheezeworts right here, just chill in the base while I have our material study right here. I might subject them to rad bolts though, and I'm not sure if I want to do that. Another rancher. Gizmo could be another rancher, but Chip is already our rancher, so we already have a dupe doing that. And then, meh. This is good. This is better. Do we go to 12? It's 65. We have oxygen. We have food. We have power. We do have all those. He doesn't like to excavate, so I'm not going to take up that bug for him. This 9 husbandry means that we can maybe make the other boop do the thing. All right, we're going to take Quinn. Welcome, Quinn. He's a rock fan. You're welcome. All right. Quinn wants to be a rancher, so let's give him the ability to ranch. Carrying. Carrying is one of those traits that I just love everyone having. Our plants have grown to their maximum. Yay. And with the Mimica in each one, this should really help these guys tame up and speed up the production of them. Lum egg. Alrighty. I'm just letting them do this. I'm going to let them finish their task before we move on. I also made this task 5, so... I'm not really a fan of Jabo. I don't really see his point. He doesn't have a... Him being a carnivorous critter is kind of like a water version of a Rex. Like, they didn't do anything interesting with the Jabo that the Rex doesn't do. And the Rex is great, don't get me wrong. His ability to go and nom on little baby 1x1s is amazing. Are we done with research? Yep. Plenty of stuff to do the work. I think our pip died, unfortunately. Without laying an egg. Probably got too cold. I don't even have a place for you, I think. We could also start breaking into this and putting these guys in their proper nests. Look at how many dartles and stuff that we have. Like, plenty. But that's kind of a distraction. A little bit of a distraction. We need them for bleach stone, but look, there's like so much bleach stone in these maps that uh we can overcome with that. However, Seakomb is super duper important. Someone got a new skill? Only thing I want you to do is strength, I guess. The knit survived. Also, I believe that we are full on duplicates. And also, I think I should change the schedule and shift him so that he sleeps in the middle of the day that nobody else is sleeping. We have a pacu egg. I mean, that pacu can go in one of these little water pools. I mean, this pool is big enough to breed pacu in. We could also let out some of our water. Did we process through all this? Weird. Also, we're not producing very much here either. Huh. We are thirsty for water, that is for sure. So the next thing I know we're gonna need here is oxygen. So let's pipe up some O2. Is that something I need to worry about? I don't think so. That was fun. Oh yeah. Where do I want to put my refineries? I don't want to put it too far away. Maybe just off to the side here, right here. It's kind of an annoying place, but I want it to be close to the top. I don't want a refinery down at the bottom. I think that or your refinery in the bottom can be problematic because you got to get all that metal all the way back up for building ships and whatever. This is a good bit of water that we could use to turn it or to turn into to steam. It's nice and cold. I think we're gonna put a refinery like right here. We'll just put them right here. And they're gonna need power too. That's something that is a problem. So they're gonna have to be on this one of these two power spines. So again, that is an argument for it needs to be down here. And I can use the water from here. This just looks like a good place to put it. Then I can put I can build some steel, make an aqua tuner, and then cool off the air here. This seems like the place that we're gonna do it here. All right, I'm gonna build it there. We're gonna siphon off this bomb. Bloop. And then here's how we're gonna do it. The ATS or the steam turbine, which we don't have. We don't have a steam turbine. The steam turbine we're gonna place right here, and then we're gonna drop the water into this room right here, and then pipe the output of this, which I'm not certain what liquid we're gonna use. I don't. Maybe we can make some naphtha or something. Anyway, it's gonna be water for a minute, and then we're gonna try and get into making good metal. All right. So insulated pipe. We want the good stuff if we got it. Doesn't look like we do. Here's some igneous. In and out here. Do 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 do. I mean, I think the water pool's not going to be that big. And I used shale, which is not a good choice. Need to be using igneous rock. All right, and then we need to close this. We need to close this thing off ultimately. For plumbing, we need a bottle drainer to help it fill up. Automation needs something to sweep it up, keep it filled. Storage bin here. Once we fill this, then we can remove these two. I think we can just destroy this one. We have our basin, but I'm going to wait for them to finish before we just drop it in. Something else that I want to do is I want to have a liquid vent right here, just ready to go, so that I can pipe in, like more water or something for the steam. Um, just having a pipe right here is just always just handy. Pop that. Nope. K9. Sweep this. You're right. Honestly, wow. I honestly don't have a storage bin just for stuff. Very nice. Liquid, what do we got? Salt water. Gunk. Gunks. Gunk. Gunk. Can we make enough gunk, though? That's grams. That's also grams. I don't feel like we can make enough gunk because we don't have enough enough stuff. Phyto oil, I think, is too low. I think gunk is a great choice. 447. So now we just take our gunk extractor and pipe it into here? No more gunk bomb. And we do have we are awaiting gear oil because it takes so long to get this. Planning. Let's give it a beat and then get in here and do what we want to do. A mega frond, which is just a ton of food throughout the game. I think that's where we're gonna go with that. And then I'm sorry, you don't need anything just domestic. You just need chlorine gas, right? So food, farm tile, and megafrond. All right. Well, that's gonna be the way it's gonna be. But we're gonna put that megafrond in here. That's three foods. This is done. So let's destroy this. Mop this stuff up here. I mean, this is going to be salt water for now, and I don't even think I have any bottled. Fresh salt water. Mop that up for me if you would. And then really we're just wanting to turn this into just a standard thing. And let's Let's not be dumb. Okay, great. They can get it. It's like, let's not be dumb and make it so that they die or something. And then this is gonna be like the sweep. There. That way they'll sweep everything into here. Building broken? A signal switch got overheated here. We have not yet begun to... 1, 2, 3... Did this not get done? Okay. We have not yet begun to Seakomb our Seakomb, and that was one of the things that I wanted to get on in this episode. I believe that they are done with digging. Dig. They've got all their digging done. They even have all the way down to here dug. Oh, we did get betas. Oh, we got betas. So now we can do the beta resin building. Okay, this is getting cleaned up. I mean, that little bit of shale is just more... is just more mass in there for me. So I'm just going to leave it. Oh, can't cancel it because my tool filter is that. Did I make this out of shale? Nope, it's igneous. Hey, can we close this up here? I'm gonna... I'm gonna fill this up with water. Maybe we'll just leave this right here open. Freya. You got plenty of shale. Nerd. All right. So iron. And then ceramic. I don't have ceramic, so clay. We do have a bunch of clay, so we need a way of turning our clay into ceramic. Ooh, 100 degree water. Okay, this is done. Maybe I can get a temp shift plate in here. Okay. So now we just have a place where we can make some iron, and that's great. Do we have the coal? We have we don't have coal, and we don't have carbon. So those are things that we need to have too. Let's get crash plan going. Now we can work on this. we got metal, or we have metals refining, and we got steel and steam. Like, this is going to be two parts of that equation here. And then we'll make a steam turbine, and that's going to put stuff in, and then we'll break in there and put in an aqua tuner once we have some steel, and then the aqua tuner will just help us cool down the oxygen here. So all three of these will work in tandem to cool off our base. Okay. Secondarily, we want to grab everything out of here, and we need to catch a catchment. So the first thing we should do is catch all of the water we're going to drip out of here, and there's probably going to be a lot of it. So here, this line right here, I think is where we're going to start, and then all of our lura plants. We need a spot for our lura plants, and I think in a farm right here is where we're going to do our lura plants. So let's prepare for the lura plants. Actually, I have a better farm for a lura plant. The farm is we hatch mimicas, and then you can have a pool, like a pool. You have a pool of water where the nits will do their larva cycle, and then you have mimicas. And I don't know how many mimicas we need, so it might be like this, but we want the pool of mimicas, or you want a pool and you want your mimicas, boop, 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 something like this. I don't know how many mimicas we have on hand. And then above, we're going to have every other. I think this is too close. I think that is way too close. Every other is going to be a lura plant. I'm going to tile this in, of course. Also, we're going to build ladders for the ladders for this spot right here, so that they can get across. And then we're going to put some water, plumbing, bottle emptier, and just put some water in here. Okay, this is how we're going to handle our lura plants. Also, I can put a critter drop off here for. Where would I want to put that? We'll just put it right here for nits. I don't want to put it right there. I want to put it where it makes sense. Like I said, I don't know how many mimics. See, we don't even have any mimicas to put in there. So mimicas are going to be what we put into that spot, and then they'll flutter on up. I think maybe I even put this a little too close. It might just be a row up here and a row right here. Lura, can I pull in luras right now? I don't have any ready to pull in. I do have 2 Seakomb that are ready to go. This one has to go. And then. Okay, we delivered a line of water. We can deconstruct this. Knit and knit larva go here. I might have I might have messed up. It might be 2 spaces for each one of these. I can't exactly remember. It, you remember as you play. And then, woo, what happened there? Brine ice melted. And over here, we're going to turn off toasted millet. And that way, we'll have millet to plant for the mimicas. And remind myself to turn that back on in a minute. Oh, we already got 2 in here? Nice. Maybe not turn off millet. We will in a minute. No worries. Moving on. Lura plants. We're going to get these things harvested. Dartles. We also need to get them put into place. We're going to put dartles right here. So dartles are going to go in here, and then they're going to get harvested. A researching booster, or... Ooh, all of these are great. I think I'm just going to take that. Nicola can now tend the crops. All right. Moving on. We're gonna make this. We're gonna put some abyssal light right here so that all this doesn't leak out. And then I'm just gonna kind of follow the abyssal light here. Yep. I just want to have it like 3. All that sand. Look at all that sand. Let's just get the catch first. No one has Masterworks, so we're gonna have to leave that there. And get all this is next. And then down here we're gonna try and push this up, or push this water up, because we need as much water as we can get. So we're gonna push this up as high as it'll go. Just basically make a bunch of insulated tile areas here. Aw. And then the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to have some farm tiles that are facing downwards. They need to be two down, so they're going to be like this. And this is where we're going to harvest our Seakomb. We can't get up there. We built all those. We built all this. Let's build this. Yeah, they're not really liking that too much, huh? A quick solution. Well, that means a quick solution which requires power, which means we're gonna have to bring another line all the way up. Yeah, that's fine to do there. And all the way for the funniest solution ever, one deodorizer. But at least we'll have a power wire up here. We need more polluted water, and that's going to come in the form of stuff falling. Oh, this broke. We made water. Okay. Oh, so what happened here? What? Are you cramped? Are you okay? Okay, good. I mean, there's got to be sand somewhere around here. Like, literally, like right here. Okay, so now we have the nice go, guys. Now we have the setup. Let's start digging. All of it 9. Additionally, we should have a ladder like going up right here. I also don't see that we got any Seakomb out of that. Ooh, a pinch or a dash of sulfine. Where did this seawater come from? Look at them dig. Oh, yeah. That was a bad idea. Chip's going to be out of power there for a second. Quick, someone make this. Ship's not allowed in here. Yep. Also, this is a good time to take a look at your priorities and make sure that everybody's on very high for life support and toggling and doctoring, and rocketry generally. These four should be extremely high, because these aren't tasks that you do a whole lot. I don't think I can get there. Maybe they can. I don't know. Maybe standing here. Yeah, okay. Lure up plant. Nope, those are pinches. Which we should go over here and, well, we have an idea. So we got water right here, right? So why don't we just use some of this water for our pinch of pepper plants, which are already in like a 35, 37 area here. This is probably way too many. I would say like 6 is going to be enough to handle our base. This amount here. They hang 3, right? They hang 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And then I want something here. So ladders all underneath. And then we'll feed some pinch of pepper nuts here. Plumbing, pipe. This goes into here. Maybe we could jump it. Yeah, so something like that, and that we can call that pinch of pinch of pepper nut all done. Easy peasy. Okay, we're done with this line here. So line of ladders. 1, 2, 2. So it's gonna be here. Once you're working on this whole thing, and then somebody has to be in charge of the Seakomb. Few printables. Some water. We want some water. Boom. Some free water for research. Hey, this is too high, so we can deconstruct this. And break these tiles out too. This also appears to be out of water. That one's still in water. This one's sorta water. We're not doing anything here. Plenty. Is it downtime? Like, what's going on? Why are my dupes not doing stuff? Like, why are you delivering sweat corn as a main goal? Shouldn't you all be up here? All right. So, yep, we make phyto oil, and we got phyto oil all set up here, and we can lubricate our one boop. But the next thing that we need to have in refinement is the emulsifier. So we need to get to glass. I totally forgot about glass. It's already 75, and I forgot about glass. Got to get glass going here. Glass. Help me out, chat. Nope. No, but this stuff would help. Oh, I guess we need materials research too. Did we not drop that Lura plant? Did that seed get eaten? Ugh. Seakomb. Another thing I need to do is I need to squish all these pacu into one plant. This dartle needs to get rehomed. That reminds me, did we put the dartle thing here? Critter. Dartle and dartlet. Rehome these guys. Whoops. So we need it 6, so we're gonna do this line right here. We're gonna dig into this as well. And this is a surface breach. This is all very, very hot regolith, so we need to be very careful. This is of importance. The Netlura plant right there, we need that. And then just basically like build insulated tiles on this third row right here. Yar you. Insulated tiles will help us not take hits from any heat or meteors up there. And we can't do any more research because we are stuck. Right, we're stuck. What else we got in here? Let's finish this, all the basic stuff up. And then we do have water and fun stuff and knits all over in here. We do need to come find out what this is. I'm guessing it's not useful. It's probably just a carbon dioxide vent. But we will have some uranium, so we will be able to like do uranium tricks. We also have all of the wheezeworts in the world. So I'm gonna grab the wheezeworts for sure. Downtime. Yep. Why is the cook doing that? I don't know. Did the Jabbo eat all of the pacu? I think the Jabbo ate every one of the pacu that were just chilling in here. And then we can just attack these knits. Like, we don't need them. Might as well attack the Jabbo as well. Combat 7? Did all the pacu get stuck in here? Yeah, you're gonna have yucky lungs for a bit. I could probably set this up for an oxygen mask. I think that's what we want to do, is set a few oxygen masks in here once this gets done. But they can be sick, like, it's no big deal. I actually could fix that for them too. We could, except I don't have coal. Didn't get any Lura plants out of that yet. Let's raise this. I don't even think we can get down into the Seakomb anymore. So many fragments here causing us issues. So what this is going to do, what I'm doing here is I am making it so that the water level has to come higher. Because we're about to drop this in here, and we're just gonna need more water level. And then another thing that we can do is add these on here so that they'll build these. Yeah. Oh my gosh. My neighbor is like got the drill on. I'm glad you shouldn't be able to hear that. My microphone is pretty great. We have really missed on the geysers. We got new printables. Yay! Pemmican for food or an electrical engineering booster. That is microchip boosting is excellent. Ulti, welcome. An ulti is always welcome into my base. And then this is gonna go to ulti. And then we need more room for duplicants because we are out. And that means that we need to put in a power control station into this bee. I think the max it can be is 96, so I'm going to close this with a door here. I think that should be enough. I might need to mesh tile right here. Like, mesh this up. Nice, nice. That's amazing. Lindsay, you are a delight. So, now we're rolling with Seakomb here. And somewhere in this room, probably up here, we should do our phyto extractor. I mean, it's gonna come all the way down here. It's totally fine that it comes back here and gets stomped on right here. You're gonna get a backlog of that. Just want some tidy feet, man. I don't want any non-tidy feet. Oh, that pacu needs... I'll just relocate him to, like, right here. He should be able to live in here. Whoa. How did... we need to fix that power line, because I did overvolt it. This is yours and yours alone. Okay. Something got overheated, I saw. And a pipe here. Here we go. Pinch of pepper nut. Should absolutely just sip on everything that we got here. And we got 2 water wheats right here, just ready to go. If I dig this up here. Delicious food. Oh, they probably have a life cycle going on right here. This is all the Seakomb that we were able to acquire. Oh, there's a Jawbo. We're going to attack this Jawbo and make him food. We don't want to. We don't really want him hanging around. Someone ulti also cannot come in here. Okay, in the next episode, we're gonna continue. We got Seakomb. We got Seakomb running. Right now we got 8, I think. Yep, looks like 8. Nope, technically 9. We got 9 because we got a blob of oxygen right here. Which the only way to fix this is to deconstruct this and let the water come out. Oh man, ulti. No, girl. She's gonna pop. There ain't no way she's not. You need to move here. Oh, you can't. You're trapped in here. Trapped. Get out of there. Okay, let's do some more exploring in the next episode. Thank you for joining me. We got this done. We tried with this and didn't do a great job. Actually, I should probably break this right here and let the water that gets turned into steam turn into steam here. It requires iron or nickel. We don't have any renewable sources of either of those. But this room should be a power plant, so those can get tuned up. When this water goes down, this might be able to grow a bit more. Very fun, very interesting. Lots of stuff going on here. We got motion in a lot of different directions. Even got down here. Oh, we do have a hot core. Sweet. I was really worried we didn't, but now I know we have a crappy core and then we have a hot core. Oh, also this is a hot polluted oxygen vent. That's lame. Yay, ceramic for days. Need another water vent. Would be nice, but I don't think we're gonna get one. If we do, it's gonna be over here, up in the top up here. Okay, thank you for joining me. This has been Oxygen Not Included. Have a great one. Bye.